What is going on, everyone? What is going on? Before we get started on this solo podcast, I'm about to say in this sort of segment, I wanted to shout out to every one of y'all right now. The Power of One podcast for the past 2 years has been grateful for me and other people that been listening to this podcast and helped them with their everyday struggle. And I wanted to shout out to y'all that this podcast has reached up to over 1900 downloads and is on its way to 61 episode 61. Thank you all for listening to this podcast, and I hope that my message and the guests that I have on this message will give you light and guidance on what you're trying to do in life and what you're trying to be in life. But I wanted to tell you something about a segment, a particular topic. Sorry for the tongue twist of the segment I'm talking about. It is known as keeping your emotion in check. Every human being have every right to express themselves in their own way as possible. But you know something? Anxiety love to play its toll on our inside feelings. And we express our emotion in a very bad and awkward situation. Whether we're angry, whether we are feeling in love, whether we're in sad and tears, or in fear. Be aware on how you express your emotion wherever you are, because you don't want to look embarrassed. You don't want to feel embarrassed and people staring at you in the wrong way and how you express it, because you know what you did was very embarrassing. Just be mature. Be mature on how you handle any situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, or any situation that gets you upset, or if something doesn't go your way, find the right way to be mature, be the bigger man or woman that you are, and just walk away and just continue your life. Now, should you always hold in your emotions as possible? You can. But if you hold it on too much longer, know this: you find the right place to let it all out, or with the right people that understand you for you. Anxiety makes us very paranoid when we're falling in love. I know you heard this saying, but love will make you do the craziest and dumbest thing ever. I mean, everyone gone through that, and it goes good or bad. But anxiety, again, like I said, makes us more paranoid, because it makes us feel the act of feeling so desperate or very clingy, which cause a very uncomfortable state towards that special someone that you like. The reason is this, though: he or she may feel like you're not giving them any space. Like, let them breathe, man. No, for real, like, let them breathe. Because right now you're making like a red flag of stalking them and trying to get to their personal business 24/7. Because he or she could see it straight to your eyes that, man, this dude, this chick is so desperate. Like, what do you want? You don't want this. You don't want who I am here. You just want all this. And sometimes desperation comes from, and I'm saying this as a safe word, because everyone that can listen to this podcast, and I'm trying to make it as appropriate as possible. Desperation comes from our urges. And listen, y'all gotta tame that before it gets out of hand. Let me ask y'all this: are you that desperate to fall in love because you were afraid that no one will ever love you? Are you afraid of being in your old age or 60s and not once feel or fall in love or be with someone that you can make a bond with and create a family. Everybody has that worry feeling. But if you don't, love you for you first, fix you, and find way, and also try to rush everything as possible just to, you know, for dates and flirting with everybody, and you get rejection all the time, it will take longer. Step by step by step. If you met if you meet a good person and you like him or her interests, build a bond, build a friendship bond, and don't do anything. Just let it play out, and see where the relationship goes. And if he or she doesn't like you like that, like he or she don't have the same feelings that you have, back off. Be mature and take no for an answer. But here I want y'all to do. Don't push the person away forever just because they don't have the same feelings for you. No. You guys have a good friendship going. And later it could build up to a friend and family thing. Y'all can see them as like brothers or sisters from another mama. And the connection y'all have, it'll be stronger as ever. And you may never know. That person will always be there for you, no matter what. But make sure you be there for them right back. But as I said, get over it and move on. Anxiety, again, just really love to play with our emotion when it's in a negative state. Yeah. Especially when we are angry and sad. When shit doesn't go our way. We go into panic mode, and in our minds, our depression just want to play the worst of the worst scenarios of what could have happened next, but never see the light of it. When we're angry, the stress level goes way high, over 100, not thinking straight, and becoming overwhelmed over the biggest or littlest thing. And eventually that certain thing that you're getting so worked up about it may sound stupid later on in life. Like petty arguments, dumb rules that's going on in school or work or project that isn't going your way. Breathe. Just breathe. Find your comfort zone. Breathe. Think. Then act. Figure out what went wrong. Figure out that what I did wrong. What the other person did wrong. Don't worry about the other person. Worry about what you did wrong. And how to fix it. Anxiety fucked us excuse me. Anxiety fuck us up more when we are sad, based on what we failed on. And we take our sadness toward other people just to make them feel miserable, like how we are. Spoiled babies, if you're listening to this segment right now, stay home and figure out what the hell is wrong with you. Because your loved ones, your friends and family do not need your negative energy or sad energy right now. Anxiety love to play with this emotion a lot, and it gets on a lot of people's nerve, and that is fear. So here's the thing about fear, and if you've been listening to this podcast, I explained this sort of segment before on how to conquer fear. In my words, fear to me is like an imaginary monster that our mind created. It's like a very nasty being that prevented us to do the things that we want to do and make us feel intimidated. And in order for you to conquer this fear, you need to hate it and face it head on and beat its ass down. To hate it, you got to remember past trauma, past bad experience, or the people that gave you grief from childhood to now. And you want to hate it so much, and realizing that I can't believe these type of people, these certain things made me who I am right now. Made me for who I am, that feel less motivated to do things. Made me feel so lazy, tired, not getting myself up and doing things that I wanted to do or be who I want. And then once you got all that hate comes toward fill you up right now, you're ready to take that thing on right now. And guess what? It will be the hardest, scariest thing in your life. And hell, it will beat you down. It will throw some hands at you and beat the shit out of you so much you lose. But let me ask you this: Are you gonna give up? No, the hell you're not. You will always get back up, and you will always keep fighting until that fear monster is so tired out, worn out, it can't take any more hits from you, and it will fall, and you will win. And once you win, you feel a new person, You feel anew, and you could take on anything that's standing in your way. But you never know, a new challenge might come around. But always be prepared. Always be prepared. And don't let life scare you. Keep fighting, y'all. Certain people, like myself, who are still getting better or trying this attitude when it comes to keeping our emotion in check, and like to keep things to ourselves and not, let it all out to other people in public business. It's simple. React less. And not caring. I'm not saying to be heartless, because other people's feelings matter, and they absolutely do. But if we're talking about yourself and you want to focus on you, you have to show maturity and prove to others that you can do the work. You could grind. You could keep focusing on other tasks and let nothing distract you. There will be hate towards you. There will be discrimination towards you. There will be life that's want to give you this love to fuck you up so badly. But maturity has to come in play. Stay still and think and breathe of what went wrong. You are grown people. You're no longer children. Mommy and daddy's not going to hold your hand any much longer. Do not let fear be your obstacle. Do not let anger be the obstacle. Do not let sadness be the obstacle. Heck, do not impression be the obstacle. Because listen, certain people that want to try to be funny just to get people to like them. Not all people are not going to find you funny. Not all people are going to look at you like you're lame. And if you like doing what you're doing right now, that's okay. Prove to them that you're funny. Prove to them that you're serious. Prove to them that you could get the work done. Prove them wrong that you are you are still living, you are still breathing, and you are still grinding to push for one goal after the next. And if they can still continue to hate, don't worry about that. Let them hate. They don't got what you got. They don't. But as I said, your emotions intact are your emotions. And if you're with the certain people or certain places that make you feel comfortable, let it all out. And if you don't believe the man upstairs, that's okay, but I'll tell you anyway. God is still watching you. God is still listening to you. And he'll be there for you no matter what. Don't expect him to be the genie. Let him be your guidance. His angels will always look down on you and show you the right direction. But your part, in order to make things happen, your part is to get moving. Keep pushing. Keep grinding. Keep believing. And still prove the world that I'm still living, I'm still breathing, and I'm still fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about the Power of One podcast. It will be coming to an end soon. And I will tell you more about its update. And season 3 is still in effect later to this year. But I also will tell you this though. There's going to be a new chapter for yours truly. But I hope that this podcast helped you and other people to fight depression, to fight anxiety, and fight negativity. And I hope this year of 2022 been one of your good years. And if it's not, that's okay. There's always next year and the year beyond. So God bless. Godspeed. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what's my saying say? Always keep moving forward. Peace out.